Jawahir Al-Gahtani. Of course, there is a lecture. Have some patience. Okay. So it's already started the recording. Okay, let's start. So far we have 11 students, but we will start gradually. The students will join us. So let's start. My voice clear? Okay. Okay. So we'll start now. So far we have 10 or 11 students. Start now. Title of the chapter: Product and Service Design. How the different industries designing the product and services. Before starting the chapter, you should be aware the difference between product and services. Product are something that has a physical value. Services are those that is in a form of intangible. For example, you cannot see, you cannot touch, you cannot save it. Product, you can see, you can touch, you can save it. For example, pen, mobile phone, cell phone, you can put it in your pocket. But if someone provides you a service, you cannot save it. For example, you cannot put it in your pocket. So tangible and intangible. Products are tangible, meaning that it has a physical shape, whereas services does not have any physical shape. You cannot save it. So product and service design, how different companies or industries or organizations are designing the product and services. So this is the title of the chapter. The importance of new product development. When the companies or organizations, when they are developing a new product, so most likely or usually, what is the importance of new product? Okay, to develop the market. Without any development, products and services can become obsolete, increasing the likelihood that customers may switch to competitors' product. If there is no innovation, if there is no change, if there is no development in the product, if there is no novelty in your product or in your service, most likely your targeted customers will go and they will follow your competitors' products, meaning that they will switch from your products to your competitors' products. And what is the reason? Because you're not developing your product, you're not making changes in your product, you're not editing your products, you're not making some modifications to your products or to your services. So without any development, products and services can become obsolete, increasing the likelihood that customers may switch to competitors' product. The brand itself can be damaged by allowing a product to remain unchanged. The brand itself can be damaged. And even if it's a brand, such as, for example, brand like Apple is a brand, Samsung, it's a brand, Pepsi, it's a brand. Okay, so the brand itself can be damaged by allowing a product to remain unchanged. Meaning, the brand itself can be damaged. If you did not change anything, if you did not develop, even if it's a brand, you don't change, for example, it will be damaged. Such as every year, okay, or every 2 years, okay, we have new products. Let's say Apple products. If no new products, whatever existed in the market are available, but no changes in the Apple products like iPhone, people will not go and buy the old one. People are interested in new, not in the old products. So the brand itself can be damaged by allowing the products to remain unchanged. If the products or services did not change, that means the brand itself can be damaged. NPD, new product development. So who raised the who raised the doctor? There is no screen. There is no screen. Oh my God. There is screen now. Okay. Okay. Still no. Malak Al Maliki. There is a screen, right? Now it's appears. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Okay. We already discussed this. Okay, product and service design. We already discussed that what is product and what is service. So the importance of new product development. Okay, without any new development, products and services can become obsolete, increasing the likelihood that customers may switch to competitors' products. The brand itself can be damaged by allowing a product to remain unchanged. I already discussed this thing. Now, NPD यानी new product development helps organizations to यानी new product development यानी development of the new products. This helps organizations to in what? To maintain a gap between themselves and their competitors. Maintain a gap between themselves and their competitors. यानी fee gap between us and our competitors due to new product development. Yani if we are developing our product or services, this activity is basically maintaining the gap between you and your competitors. So this is the main source. So maintain a gap between themselves and their competitors. Avoid competition based on price, keeping profit margin higher. Avoid competition based on price. Avoid competition based on price, keeping profit margins higher. Even if, let's say, if this new product development in any organization, avoid competition. There will be no competition. This new product development avoiding the competition based on price, even if your prices are high. Okay, since because you are always engaged to develop your products, meaning that you have a good justification for high prices. As long as you have a justification or a good justification for high prices, okay, so this is meaning that avoid competition based on price, keeping profit margins higher, meaning you will generate more revenue even if your prices are high. Okay, because you are considering new product development. Okay, The third one is develop pipeline of new products to maintain a healthy product portfolio. Okay, portfolio is basically a plan. So develop pipeline of new products to maintain a healthy product portfolio. Basically, new product development also helping the organizations to develop a pipeline of new products. Yani, meaning that you are continuously passing from the research process. So this new product development help the organization to develop the pipeline of new products to maintain a healthy product portfolio. Product development, service development, organization development, what basically this shows? This basically shows that there is a process. It's called continuous research process. This research process, this will generate new ideas. New ideas are what? New ideas are basically providing an opportunities, okay, for new product development, for the development of the organization, for the development of the product, for the development of the services. So basically, developing a pipeline of new products to maintain a healthy product portfolio. Clear, yeah, girls and guys? Okay. Thirteen students so far, huh? Okay. 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 A new product development can be categorized in three ways. Okay. New product development, any new product or any new service, let's say. So new product development can be categorized in three ways. Number one is incremental enhancement of existing products. Number two is new generation products, breakthrough products. Number one is incremental enhancement. Increment, like from incremental. Incremental is from increment. Okay. Enhancement, meaning you are enhancing something. So incremental enhancement of existing product, meaning the product is already available. Let's say, okay, existing product, yani the product is already available. Okay. Incremental enhancement, and you are making some changes, minor modification, minor changes. So incremental enhancement of existing products, what is it basically? Basically, this is the existing products that can be given some form of minor modification, meaning that small changes you make with the existing products to enhance some aspect of their performance, to change their performance, okay, an aspect of their performance. This could be a redesign to reduce its weight, reduce its unit cost, or improve its reliability. So this could be a redesign. Yani basically this process, you can say that this could be a redesign. Okay, this could be a redesign such as, for example, to reduce its weight, to reduce its unit cost, or to improve its reliability. Yani incremental enhancement or existing products. Incremental enhancement, okay, it's basically a form of minor modification, a form of small changes, okay, in shape of what? In shape of redesign. Redesign such as to reduce its weight. Yani for example, initially the product was very heavy. Now you did something, you make it redesign to reduce its weight, to reduce its unit cost, or improve its reliability. Product concept, the way in which the product meets customer needs, do not change. The actual product concept, and whatever the product we had, so the actual product concept, the way in which the does not change. It's exactly as the same. Incremental enhancement can use disruptive innovation. Incremental enhancement, meaning small changes can take a place, and this could be as an innovation. Small changes or minor changes, okay, Minor modification could be as incremental enhancement of existing products. So this is the incremental enhancement of existing products. Number 2 is new generation products. New generation. Sometimes a company or organization will develop a completely new product or completely redesign an existing product based on new technologies. Yani they are some new generation products. The companies or the organization, they will use or they will utilize the new technology, okay, to change the products. So sometimes a company will develop a completely new product or completely redesign an existing products based on new technologies. For example, the example is clear here. Audio technology for music recording has gone through a series of changes from vinyl analog records through tapes and compact discs to the idea of a downloaded file. And you see, okay, let me complete this. The basic need for a customer to have a store of music that they can listen to has not changed. The technology applied to meet that need, however, has changed significantly. New generation product, we call it new generation product. For example, we used to have a cassette, okay, video cassette, audio cassettes, okay. After cassettes, the innovation from cassettes to compact discs, we call it CD, compact discs, okay. So now the things are changed. No cassettes, no compact disc, okay. The need is still the same here. For example, I want a video file, I want an audio file, video file, audio file. This is my requirement, okay. It could be anything, video or audio, okay. My need or want is remain the same. My need or want does not change. However, I'm not using any cassette, I'm not using any compact disc or CD. Now I have the option, it's called download option, okay. So it's a downloaded file. So downloaded file is basically came from discs, or before this there was a cassette. So cassette, compact disc, and now downloaded file. So the basic need for a customer to have a store of audio or video file they can listen to, they can watch, has not changed. It's remained the same. The technology applied to meet that need, however, has changed significantly. So this is basically meaning that the need or wants are remain the same, but technology came and they changed the product or services. We call it new generation product. The third one is breakthrough. Here from the name breakthrough. Some products are so unique that they create their own new market and develop and product category. Okay, some products are so unique. And for the first time, let's say unique, innovate, first time unique, you never know before this product. So some products are so unique that they create their own new market and product category. For example, this would be include the first mobile phone or the first iPad. And you never see the mobile phone before. First time they invented the mobile phone and launched into the market. So this time, this we will call a breakthrough products. Okay, so there were three. So there were three types. New product development. New product development can be categorized in three ways: incremental enhancement of existing products, new generation products, breakthrough products. So these were three different categories. Clear hai Shabab, guys and girls? Okay. 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 New product failure rates. New product failure rates. What is the failure rate of a new product? It is likely that 40% of newly introduced products will not achieve their sales or profitability objectives. It is according to a survey, not necessary. Not necessary that 40% is the ratio and it is applied everywhere. No, it's social sciences could be different. Okay, so according to their study, 40%, it is likely that 40% of newly introduced, for the first time, when they introduce the products, okay, they will not achieve their sales or profitability objectives. This is the study. It could be assumptions, okay, or based on assumptions or based on their studies. It's not necessary that 40% is everywhere. No. Okay, so keep this thing in mind. According to this book, according to their research, 40%. It could be different. For example, always limitation. In Saudi Arabia, it's different. In India, it's different. Okay, let's say in the States, United States, it's different. In UK, it's different. In Australia, New Zealand, it's different. Okay, based on their studies, based on their research. So keep this thing in mind. When they say it is likely that 40% of newly introduced, no, it is according to their study. Okay, so they should mention it is likely that 40% of newly introduced products will not achieve their sales or profitability objectives. There are some reasons. Okay, there are some reasons for the failure of new products launch. Yani when the companies or organizations, when they launch a new product, okay, and their failure reasons, any reasons for the failure of the new products. What could be, or what are these reasons? Number one, the company cannot support the growth. They are unable to support the growth. For example, the product needs a growth. They cannot support the growth due to several reasons. It could be several reasons. Number two, the product is launched too soon. It's too early to launch the product. And for example, it could be any reason. Reasons could be different. Number three, the product does not have sufficient appeal to the market. Yani, the people are not looking for these products. Yani, the product does not have sufficient appeal. Meaning, these products are not or does not have the importance to the market. What is market? Market is basically market is basically a place where customers comes, okay, for the exchange process. Give something and in return take something. So this is the basically market is the place where businesses are conducted. So the product does not have sufficient appeal to the market, meaning the customers are not interested. Market does not have value for these products. Number four, the customer does not understand the product. Customer does not understand the product. What is it about? It is out of our mind. It is beyond our access. Number five, there is no market for the product despite its novel features. And sometimes you need to train your customers for the product use. Let's say if you are selling laptop, if you are selling the laptops in the market, but the people does not know how to use a laptop. So we call it despite its novel feature, meaning its unique features. Due to the unique features, the customers will not buy your product. So these are the reasons, okay, for the failure of a new product launch. Okay, design as process. Design as a process. Slack et al. Scientists, social scientists, break the design process into 5 broad steps. Number one, concept generation, concept screening, preliminary design, evaluation and improvement, prototyping and final design. Okay. However, the UK Design Council split the design process into 4 distinct phases, and we are going to discuss these 4 phases with sub activities within each of these phases. For example, the Design Council double diamond frame, any 2 frames, such as, for example, starting from discovery, then definition, then develop, and then deliver. Now, what is discover, define, develop, and deliver? Discover is basically behavioral lead design research. Define creative workshops, and idea generation. To develop, review ideas through culture, thinking, and design. Deliver prototyping, selection, and monitoring. Now, discover, define, develop, deliver. Now, what is discover? Double diamond framework. Yani this is double diamond framework. It's consisting of discover, define, and develop, deliver. Discover, define, develop, deliver. Now, double diamond framework, phase 1. In phase 1, we have discover. What is discover? Like discovery. Here, people involved in a design activity look at a wide range of ideas and source of information to generate very different set of ideas about new product and services that could be produced. We call it discover. Yani you are discovering something. Discovery, like discovery. People involved in design activity. Of course, we are talking about the organizations. Within organization, the people involved in design activity, they are basically doing what? They are engaged in designing activity. They are looking at the wide range of ideas. They are collecting, gathering the information, working on the ideas. What do you say? What do you think? They are collecting the information. So basically they are working on the ideas and different sources and the information to generate very different and unique sets of the ideas about new products and services that could be produced. So this is number 1, phase number 1, we call it discover. Number 2, phase 2 is define. Yani once you discover, let's say you have some information now you have to define. Yani the ideas generated in phase 1 are reviewed. Yani you collected some data. You collected some data in discovery process. The second process is phase 2, meaning you are defining that. So ideas generated in phase 1 are reviewed to filter out those ideas that stand least chance of successful development. By the end of this phase, everyone in the team needs to agree on the best options to pursue. Meaning that in first phase, in discovery, you collect information from A, B, any different sources, source A, source B, source C, D, E. You are collecting information, a lot of information. You are putting all information on your table. Now, you will choose what suits you, what is the best options for you to select. Be selective. So in defining, ideas generating in phase 1 are reviewed, meaning that you will review. To filter, so you are utilizing now a filtering. You will use a filtering process. Filter out those ideas that stand least chance of successful development. By the end of this phase, everyone in the team needs to agree on the best options to pursue. So discover and define. The third phase is to develop. This is where features and options are tested. Yani it's the third phase. Develop. This is where features, yani characteristics, okay, different characteristics, different features. So this is where the product features or options are tested. Usually through some form of prototyping, like such as, for example, production or product. Number 4 is deliver, phase 4. We call it phase number 4. In this stage, ideas have been refined during the prototyping activities and the final checks are put in place. Meaning it's a delivery. It's ready, distribution. It's the last. So in this stage, the ideas have been refined during the prototype activities and the final checks are put in place. So the design council double diamond framework, it's consisting of 4 phases: discover, define, develop, deliver. Design as a process. Okay, of course there are some disadvantages, of course there are some advantages and disadvantages. I don't know why they did not mention the advantages. So design as a process, yani they consider this designing of a product or designing of a service. Of course this has some disadvantages. Disadvantages to this type of structure approach of new product development. For example, not all major innovations come as a result of deliberate research and development activity. Not all major innovations come as a result of deliberate research and development activity. It's not necessary. Not all major innovations come as a result of deliberate. It is not necessary that whatever changes you made, it will work. It worked. Not necessary. The screening process might eliminate very good ideas because of the perceived lack of fit with corporate requirements. Even though the idea might be very good, the screening process, screening is the second process. So the screening process might eliminate very good ideas because of the perceived lack of fit. And sometimes you have a lot of good ideas, but you are eliminating at that time, meaning that you cannot practically implement this because you have, of course, you have to work in the limitations. So the screening process might eliminate very good ideas because of the perceived lack of fit with corporate requirements. For example, we cannot, this idea is great, but we cannot implement this due to these reasons. This idea is great, but we cannot adopt it because we have to work within our organizations and we have certain rules and regulations. Due to follow the rules and regulations, we cannot adopt this procedure or process. Number third, over control of staff during the design process can limit the divergent initial stages and restrict creativity. Okay, over control of staff during the design process. And basically designing is a process. Okay, so over control, and there is an over control of staff during the design process can limit the divergent initial stages and restrict creativity. And you have your limitations, you have to work. When I have limitations, meaning that you blocked me, you blocked my mind, I cannot think about it. Okay, so over control of staff during the design process can limit the divergent initial stages and restrict creativity. Any limitations? Okay, disadvantage. Okay, design thinking. Design as a process. Design thinking. Design thinking means that innovation is powered by thorough understanding. Okay, innovation is powered by thorough understanding. You understand something, you will be a creative. So design thinking means that innovation is powered by thorough understanding. Through direct observation, it could be through direct observation. You are observing something, you are monitoring something, you are looking at something of what people want and need in their lives and what they like or dislike about the way particular products are made, packaged, marketed, sold and supported. So this is basically a design thinking. Yani design thinking means that innovation is powered by thorough understanding. Innovation is powered by a thorough understanding. It's basically why we design, why the companies are designing, good designing. Of course, design is used for attraction. Okay, so design thinking means that innovation is powered by a thorough understanding. It's basically the understanding of customers. Yani once you understand your customer, based on their understandings, you will change or you will design your product or services. So basically, through direct observation, this could be through direct observation of what people want. I mean, people means customers. Okay, customers, clients, consumers. So they use the word people. So of what people want and need in their lives and what they like or dislike. Okay, about the way particular products are made, packaged, how they packed, how they market, how they sold, and how they are supported. So this is known as design thinking. Girls and guys, feedback clear? Any question? Okay. Okay. Okay, there are 6 principles of design thinking. Okay, yani the same thing we are keep following design thinking. So there are 6 principles to design or thinking. Reframe the ideas, understand the user, no idea is to your ideas, see the bigger picture. Reframe the ideas, reframe. Yani there is a frame, okay, that you, for example, fix your pictures, but reframing, meaning reframe the ideas. There is a frame, but you are reframing. So you have an idea, but you are reframing your idea. Basically, this is taking a step back to see what assumptions you are making and whether you can look at the problem from different angles or not. Meaning that you are reframing the idea. Understand the user. Okay? Put a lot of efforts into understanding the user at a much deeper level. Gain an insights into their needs and values. Understand the user. Put a lot of efforts into understanding the user at a much deeper level. Who is user? Of course, the customers, the people. Gain an insights into their needs and values, meaning that try to understand what exactly they are looking for, what exactly they are they are need, what exactly they are looking for. Okay, gain an insights into their needs and values. No idea is too wild. For example, as a company or as an organization, if you do not have an idea, it's too wild. Come up with ideas quickly and avoid restraints and restrictions. Generate a range of human-centric solutions. Human-centric solution means be human. Think as human. Okay? Common sense. Okay? So no idea is too wild. At least you should have an idea. Collaborate. Collaborate is basically we call helping each other, communicating with each other. Okay, so collaboration or collaborate is learn to work with a multidisciplinary team in a collaborative manners. It could be in a shape of communication, it could be in a shape of helping each other. Okay, collaboration. So use people to solve problems from different perspectives. We call it collaboration. Let's collaborate. Let's work on it. We call it collaboration. And you have ideas, now test it. Practically test it. Low cost, obtain feedback immediately on how this meets user needs. This is the second last step of design thinking. Test your ideas. Now it's the stage you are in and obtain on how this meets user needs. The last is see the bigger picture. Bigger picture and design strategies holistically so that you look at the value of what. See the bigger picture means that look for your vision. Okay, do not be very limited. Okay, look at the business and design strategies holistically so that you look at the value of the what you are doing in the right context. See at the bigger picture. Yes. Okay, the design of product and services. For product design and service design. Product design. For product design, the focus is very definitely on the functionality of the product and the tangible aspect of how this meets customer needs. And in essence, service design is much more about the design of the process of what the customer experiences as much as the intangible aspect of how needs are met. Okay, so this is a product design and this is service design. Now we will discuss product design and service design. What is product design? In addition to functionality, there are many other aspects that need to be addressed. These includes aesthetics, reliability, maintainability, durability, and producibility. Okay, for any product design, okay, for any product design, there are some different functionality. Okay, these functionality includes aesthetics. Aesthetics, what are the aesthetics? Yani for example, the styling of a product, how it looks like, for example, style of a product. So style of product is a key consideration once functionality has been achieved. So style of the product is its aesthetic. Reliability, what is the performance of the product? So a product is of little use or if it performs well for a short period of time, but then fails in some way through lack of reliability. The product, whether the product is reliable or not. How it performs. Performance is good, bad. Okay. Maintainability. Related to reliability. This is basically related to reliability. So a product is of less use if it's too difficult to maintain. Okay. So try to maintain it. So difficult to maintain. So a product is of less use. I mean, it's not will be under a good use if it's too difficult to maintain. Durability. Durability is designers will often have to address how long a product is expected to last. And for example, durable, like durable cars. Japanese cars are famous for durability. 10 years, 20 years. American cars, for example, they are famous for what? They are famous for long drive. Okay. Durable cars. So durable products. So designers will often have to address how long a product is expected to last for before it is replaced. Producibility meaning the ability to produce. So it can be easy to design a product in a way that is too expensive or even impossible to actually make. Designers always have to think about how components fit together and how the product will work its way through the production process. They also have to think about how the product reaches the customers in the distribution system. So for product design, these are the functions that includes or that consist of aesthetics, yani styling of the product, reliability, yani what is the performance of the product, maintainability, how the product is maintaining, durability, how long lasting the product is, and producibility. And for example, design a product in the way that is too expensive or even impossible to actually make. And we call it producibility. Any regular you have to produce. So these are the product design. Now service design, like intangible, by the way, this is tangible, this is intangible. So the service design is the service concept. To understand service design, you must first understand the nature of the service concept. Johnston and Clark 2005 identify 5 elements of service concepts: the organizing idea, the service experience, the service outcome, the service operation, and the value of the service. Number 1, the organizing idea. The organizing idea. The organizing idea is a statement of the nature of the service being bought. This is basically when we say the organizing idea. Yani organization, the organizing. So the organizing idea is basically a statement of nature of the service being bought. Buy something, bought, buy, bought. The third form. So nature of the service being bought. Organizing idea. This basically helps to identify the most important element of the overall service experience. What is the overall purpose of the service that is being offered? We call it organizing idea. The organizing idea is basically the nature of the service that is being bought. Number 2 is the service experience. See, we are discussing the service design. This was the product design. Now we are how the organizations are designing the service. In number one, organizing the idea, how to organize the idea. The second one is the service experience. When you design a service, you need to think about the customer's direct experience of the service process. This includes the steps the customers goes through the experience, the service, how the customers interacts with the service, and how staff providing the service deal with the customer. Basically, service experience, meaning that how they are facing the services as a customer point of view. Okay, service experience, how they are experience with the services. Therefore, let's say a customer or a client, they are entering or they have an experience with the service industry, let's say hotel industry. So they are entering or staying in a hotel, so they are talking about the experience of the service. So as organization, when you design a service, you need to think about the customer's direct experience of the service process. For example, what facilities do you have? Okay, what do you have for the customer? So basically, this process includes the steps the customers goes through experience the service, how the customer interacts with the service, meaning how the customers are using or utilizing the services you are provided, and how staff providing, okay, and how staff providing the service deal with the customer. Number three, the service outcome of the service. So designers must have a clear understanding of the outcome the customers is seeking and how this is measured. Any outcome of the service, what is the outcome of the service? For example, whatever services we are offering, so what is the outcome of this product? So designers must have a clear understanding of the outcome the customers is seeking and how it is measured. Yani, at least you should know to how to do the assessment of the customers or of your services. Yani, whether the customers were satisfied or not satisfied. The service operation. Any design must identify all aspects of how the service is delivered. This is service operation. Operation is basically the activities, yani the job hours or activity. We call it operation. Yani our operation starts from 8 until 5. Job hours. For example, when you deal with the people, yani banks, let's say banks, they are dealing with the people, with the public, with the clients, okay, with the customers. So their operation starts from 9 to 5. They are operating. So the service operation, any design must identify all aspects of how the service is delivered. The whole process, the whole procedure. Okay. The value of the services, importance of the service. The value of the service means the importance of the service. The customers will compare the perceived benefits of the service against its cost. The customer will compare. This is any value. How important this product or service is for you as a customer. So the customers will compare the perceived benefits of the service against its cost. Yeah, this is basically a comparison process, cost and benefit. In the comparison between cost, how it was cost, okay, how much it was cost and how much I am getting the benefit. So it's basically the balancing. So the value of the service. So that was the end of your week number 9. Okay, like creating some, okay. So let me switch off the recording. Stop recording. Okay. So it was too easy. Okay, yeah, it was easy. It is easy. The whole subject is easy. The whole course is easy. Okay, so girls and guys, do you have any question or something? Welcome, ya Walid. Yeah, it was easy. Girls side, girls. I hope everyone is here. Ahmed Sudani, welcome. Rahman, welcome. Ahmed Jarrah, welcome. Dala Oli, when is the last day to submit our TMA? I shared the dates earlier. When is the last day of submission of our assignment? If you're Walid, if you're asking about TMA, then I shared the dates earlier. Ask in the group. Hmm. So guys, I think I shared this too many times. Okay. Can anyone confirm? Do we have a group? By the way, Walid, I just shared. Okay, TMA dates July 4 to 6. Final exams. Final exams July 18 to 22. Okay. Walid, note it down. The TMA. Okay, the TMA and the final exam. Here we go. Someone add Ahmed Jarrah. So girls and guys, we are finished. If let me take the attendance. TMA group or individuals? Ask your friends. Instructions are there. Okay, let me take the attendance. We used to have 16 students, now we are 15 students. So let me copy the students. So this is what we call 207. Zero 0623. 207, 207, 207. It's a group. 207 is a group. Yeah. Last time when I was teaching this course, so it was a group. Better to be a part of group. Okay. Zaid Abdullah, be a part of group. So we are done for today. Anyone wants to leave, he or she can leave. From the girl side, any questions? We have Fatima, Maryam, Bushra, Manal. You have any question? Because there was zero participation from the girl side today. Malak Al Malki, Bushra. Okay. 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 As long as you are okay, so I am also okay. See you inshallah. All the best. So this was the second class. So inshallah, I will see you guys in the next class next week. Okay. So for the time being, take care. All the best and bye bye. Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum assalam. Welcome. Bye.